If I asked you what The Sting, Streetcar Named Desire, The Exorcist, and Dirty Harry have in common, would you have guessed it's their movie posters? They were all designed by the same man, artist Bill Gold. For over a half a century, his posters have helped bring millions of moviegoers into the theaters. In honor of his work, superstar Clint Eastwood recently presented Bill with a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Right here, Bill. Look over here, please.
Bill Gold is being honored for a career that spans more than 700 films. Almost 30 of those films star one of Bill's biggest fans and closest friends.
I think it's a very underappreciated thing, the ad art work in films.
Today, Bill's studio and staff are in New York City, but his career began in Hollywood back in 1941 when Warner Brothers offered the new art school graduate a job. His first assignment, a poster for a movie featuring a then unknown Hoofer. That Hoofer's name, Jimmy Cagney.
They gave me a bunch of photographs, said, here, do a poster for this.
The posters weren't as big in the old days, or is this you shrink this down?
I just bought this as a souvenir shop, just to have one. And that's a small reproduction.
So didn't keep everything that you did?
No.
No. Did you know?
Didn't know that it was worth anything.
Today, Bill's posters are prized by collectors and worth a lot, even if not everyone appreciates them. His poster for the James Bond hit For Your Eyes Only turned out not to be for everyone's eyes.
She had a bikini bottom on, and we somehow didn't feel it was quite revealing enough. So we asked her if she'd turn it on backwards, which she did. When we ran the poster in the New York Times in an ad for the film, they decided to put a pair of shorts on her. And they put a long pair of black shorts on her to cover up her back.
What did you think about that?
I laughed.
Did you?
Nowadays, of course, string bikinis have come in, and I like that much better.
Sometimes the tricky alterations come courtesy the artist himself, as in the case of the poster for Academy Award winner, Unforgiven.
When we put it together, we used the gun from one picture, and the hands from another picture, and the head from another picture. And we were concerned that it didn't show any likeness of Clint, but it didn't seem to matter because everybody knew who it was.
Even in the days when special effects were young, Bill was asked to conjure up some pretty exotic illusions. Casablanca. There's a gun in Humphrey Bogart's hand. He doesn't have one in the movie.
How did you figure that out? That's very good. One of the directors said, wouldn't it be great if we had some sort of feeling of action, excitement in here? And we said, okay, well, no problem. We took the gun from, I think, High Sierra and put it in his hand. And that's, now they had an action movie.
Did they ever call you on that film, historical film buffs, and say, wait a minute?
No.
No?
No. You're the only one that ever noticed.
He's looking at you, kid.
What constitutes a good movie poster, in your view?
Well, I think simplicity. I think creating an icon, creating an image that a moviegoer will identify with that film.
After 5 decades, Bill is finally learning to trust his instinct that says simplicity, but he always comes prepared with a lot of ideas.
The first thing I thought of was to have this Secret Service agent running against the president's car. And that was like my first scribble that I made. Since then, I made 85 sketches. I swear, 85 sketches before they finally okayed the first thing.
Bill Gold is still creating posters for future Hollywood hits and says he can't picture a time when the end will refer to his career.
I love coming to work. I love to do it. It's working with feelings, and it's lovely.
That's a great story, good guy, too. Right now, Bill Gold is at work on a poster for The Bridges of Madison County. The film isn't even in production yet. The female lead hasn't even been cast, but already Bill Gold is creating the poster.